Welcome to the Arsenal Armchair podcast. This is The Pressure. We're brought to you by Hoxton Radio. And I hope you're all well, Gooners. Hope you've been having a fine week thus far. School holidays have just kicked off here in London, in the UK. I hope you're vacationing it well. Even if you're at work, I hope it's just a slightly more relaxed atmosphere. If you commute, even if you just peer out your window, it seems to be it's just a bit of a chilled vibe here in the capital, less hustle, bustle, and chaos. And in a city with close to 10 million people, that's what you need at all times. That's one of the good things about the Olympics. The city just felt empty. Not empty, but just like less busy, and it was glorious. It was lovely as we get near to the London 2012 anniversary on Monday, which is also Hoxton Radio's birthday. So raise a little glass to us. We're going to be 14. Nice, neat show for you today. We've got a few transfer ins. A fair few in the women's team. They continue to bolster their squad. News on one of our big defenders going to be out for a while. We've also got some kind of like recaps like on this day in history at the Emirates for some ledge players over the time. Plus then some things for the kids in the summer because it's the holidays. Oh, I'm bored. Oh, I'm tired. Stop it. Go to bed then. How are you feeling after the World Cup? How was that for you? Exhausting, yeah? Just staying up till silly o'clock most nights of the week and then perhaps even later on the weekend. What was the latest game that you did? Did you do the England game? Yeah, I can see that in you. You got those rings under your eyes still. You got those battle scars, but they're ones that you want to wear forever. Did you watch it? Yeah, I was there till 4:15. I even watched some of the post-match analysis, didn't I? Some really great stats from our team, the Arsenal team, at the World Cup. After 104 matches spanning 6 weeks, the Arsenal basically came out on top, obviously. Mikel Merino, Martin Zubimendi and David Raya are all World Cup winners. Raya in particular, I saw a post of him on his Insta with the World Cup, and he looks like a movie star. He looks so goddamn cool, man. Overall, then, kind of breaking, beating, and smashing records. Our players provided the most assists at the World Cup. We've been smashing in the goals as well. Goals galore. Saka got a hat-trick in our last England match against France. That brings goals scored at World Cup by Arsenal players 13 this time around. That's our most ever at a World Cup. And we delivered a total of 28 goals and assists across the whole tournament, only beaten by Real Madrid. So, hey, that's pretty fine company to be in. And Leandro Trossard, well, he might not be a Gooner technically no more. He went out on a high as a gunner at the World Cup. No player across the tournament created more open play chances than Leo, who made 17, which is a joint highest with Francis, Kylian Mbappe. Again, great company to be in, like Arsenal players up there with the top stars, because we are the top stars right now. Because I don't know if you've reminded yourself recently or had any little "we are the champions." Sad news that we kind of knew was coming. Arsenal have confirmed that defender William Saliba is set to miss an extended period of time due to this back injury that he picked up in the World Cup. He seemed to be, and it was quite widely reported that he'd been nursing a back injury for a couple of months, playing through the pain, having injections, etc. And then it's sort of, I guess he just took as much as he could take in France's final proper match against Spain last week. He picked up an injury pretty early on in the match and limped out. It was thought that he might have to undergo surgery, but it's looking like he'll go through a more sort of lengthy rehab process that will see him sidelined for at least 3 months, and then probably the rehab of getting back to playing and touching a football properly is probably going to take another 3 to 6. So likelihood perhaps we see him this side of Crimbo, but much more realistic that perhaps he'll feature towards the run-in end of this season. Rumours then maybe that we could pick up John Stones on a freebie, and pictures of him wearing an Arsenal shirt with the number 5 had been circulating. I think that had been a really good swoop. Premier League match ready, proven match winner. Another one of those players that tends to show up and do the business against Arsenal, which, if we're going to do some shrewd and crafty transfer business in this market, I'd love us to just snap up a few of those players who cause us a bit of damage. I know he's on a freeze, so he's up for grabs by anyone, but surely that's can't be a bad thing. He's 32 as well, John Stones. He's in his peak. He's in his prime there. Arsenal inbound made some landmark marquee signings today. This one has been revealed properly today in the last couple of hours as we go to press. Arsenal are delighted to announce the signing of Christos Zilos on a long-term contract. The 24-year-old forward joins from Club Brugge, where he made 108 appearances in all competitions, scoring 43 goals and 45 assists. These are brilliant numbers. I know it's the Belgium league, but still, really impressive numbers. He's spent a bit of time in England already. He played for Norwich a little while ago, and there was a highlights reel that showed his performance against Arsenal when he was playing for Norwich, and he looks good back then, and that's for Norwich, who've always made Arsenal look good over the years. Joining on the left wing, basically replacing Trossard. Young player, ready to come in with a bang, and it's an interesting direction that Arsenal are taking, looking to make some more youthful signings rather than going for sort of the more landmark names. Morgan Rogers, who, was rumoured, hopeful speculation that he might come to the Arsenal. He's signed for Chelsea this week for about 117 million quid. I saw a little piece with with Josh Kroenke, where he said, the price just started to get out of our realms when it crept up from 100 mil and then it was approaching more 120 mil. That's not the sort of budget we were looking to pay. And the last player that we were in for that then went and signed for Chelsea didn't do too well, did he? Mykhailo Mudryk? I think he's not even allowed to play football currently, so I wish you good luck, Morgan Rogers, but I don't wish you any good luck at all. But, it's fun. It's always fun for a bit of spark, isn't it? And I'm not too upset that he ain't coming. Elsewhere inbound, Elia Upson joins for Arsenal this week. He's the 18-year-old central defender joins us on this season as we get underway, following in the footsteps of his father, Matthew Upson, who also joined Arsenal when he was 18 back in 1997. I don't know where he's from, so we'll make up an accent. It's really great. I'm proud to be here, Elias said after signing his contract. It's really nice to have all my family and everyone around. It's been a great experience. Good luck to Elia. I wonder how. He's going to fit in well. There's loads of young gunners that are routinely breaking into the first team and doing good things. So it's not like there's an age-structured hierarchy at Highbury, and we wish Elia all the best this season. Women have continued to be really busy. Delighted to confirm the signing of Spanish international goalkeeper Misa Rodriguez on a permanent transfer. The 27-year-old goalkeeper joins us after leaving Real Madrid. Ooh la la, didn't we just pinch like a Barcelona centre-back as well? We're going all Spanish and continental. I'm so proud to join this great club. We won't do the accent. Arsenal is one of the top clubs in the world, and I'm really excited to be part of the team and take on this new challenge. I want to help us to compete for trophies and make more history together with our supporters. Born back in 1999, a year that I left school. So I remember that year. In July 99, that's probably when I was doing my exams. So no more signings in the women's team. And even more again, Spanish goalkeeper joins. We've also signed a Danish goalkeeper, Isabella Dam. She's only 18 years old. She joins us from Brøndby, having spent time with us last season on trial. Good afternoon, good day, jeg snakker en lille dansk. That's me saying good afternoon, good day. I speak a small Danish. I can't say a bit. Omelette. It's going to be fun to have a Dane in the squad. It's my girlfriend's mother tongue and her country of origin and of birth. She resides here in London now. So a Dane in the team, it's going to be good for us to both get behind her. And maybe I'll get her a shirt with just damn on the back. Because most people probably won't notice, will they? Probably like, why have your shirt got a damn on the back, mate? What's that all about? Yeah, she's so proud to be joining the Arsenal. Can't wait to get started. She can't wait to get started. There's a few Scottish words and Danish words like born, the word for child, that sort of. And Denmark is in line with Scotland, so she may be used to the way that they speak up there, as their equatorial alignment is pretty much on there. I've had the experience with training here before, and I know the environment is the right place for me to progress. Plus, the weather is way better than back in Brøndby. I don't know where Brøndby is. Probably near the middle. Women's team are back in training. There's a photograph library of them in action, which if you are at work this summertime, I find these photo albums just a real good way to pass a bit of time, because your boss is away or someone else is out, or it kind of goes to skeleton staff a lot of the time if you're in an office, because so-and-so's off for 2 weeks because he's got the kids, hasn't he? Oh, well, now she's off for a month as well, so it's just me in the office. Can you do the phones and reception and do the other bits that we usually do? Is that all right if I hand all this over to you? I find then, when cruising the internet for Arsenal articles, just have a little look at the pictures as well. Maybe we don't get as much time to do that during the season, but a full photo album of the women's pre-season testing. Pictures of them on their bikes, pictures of them doing like weights, pictures of them larking around and hanging out, and just looking very glamorous. And I'm liking the way that all of the new signings and the women's team here in training are wearing this new orange and black training attire. It just, I don't know, it's just got something about it that I quite like, and maybe it could be our colour of the season moving forward. It's probably London Fashion Week soonish, so maybe orange and black is a bit of us. Shouts to Jens and the guys at Arsenal Netherlands, former guests on the show. You can listen back to that wherever you've listened to this. We played Boreham Wood in a friendly last Friday. Arsenal 11 played Boreham Wood. I wonder, when you play in 11, if you're allowed to, like, what the deal is in terms of sort of signed players, schoolboys, etc., and maybe even a few veterans. Maybe bring back some. I don't know, a lot of our players tend to live around like Hertfordshire sort of way, so maybe Emmanuel Petit just comes on for half an hour, or maybe I don't know, Marky Overmars just comes on for a little bit to just coach a few of them. It finished 1-1. We made 10 changes on the 60-minute mark. The players played with just numbers on the back, which I like, because anyone could come on and play. When you see someone playing, like, oh, who's that number 8? That's not Erdegaard. Oh, who's number 1? That's not Raya, because he's at the World Cup. I like a bit of that. We celebrated, or maybe it's a new thing, it's definitely an anniversary, Dennis Bergkamp's testimonial. It took place on the 22nd of July 2006, so 20 years ago. A host of legends from the Arsenal and the Ajax took to the field just weeks after our final match at Highbury, as a sellout 60,000 crowd welcomed in our new home at the Emirates with a 2-1 win, with Thierry Henry and Canu striking for us. The club photographers captured the essence of the day as the curtain was raised 20 years ago in another photo library on arsenal.com, which has a limit to how many articles you can scroll before it really makes you sign in. It's like, sign in now, sign in. So I'm signed in. It's okay. It's fine. I'm scrolling through the pictures now. Dennis Day. Everyone got a t-shirt. The ground was red and white. Have you still got yours? I think I saw you at the 12 pins in yours not a little while ago. We're going on our pre-season friendlies like imminently. First of all, when do we get going? I think it's like the 5th-ish, is that? Basically, you can get a bundle on Arsenal to watch the matches for a mere £9.99. This will include Girona, Real Betis, Borussia Dortmund in the Emirates Cup, plus Como 1907. Please note, this pass is not available in Andorra, Spain, Germany or Italy. The offers expire on 9 a.m. on the 1st of August. This is the early bird bundle. I think I will I think I'll pass. I think I'll surf the telly box and just see what channel it appears on. It was on. I was on holiday years ago, and it just they were advertising it on Peacock. Is that a channel you watch often? And I saw all of our pre-season friendlies there. So sorry, mate, you're not having my £10. While we're on some of our friendly activities. Over in Ireland, the Arsenal football camps are coming to Dublin for the first time ever, with Arsenal taking on Real Betis at the Aviva Stadium on Wednesday the 5th. There's no better time to bring the Arsenal training camps to Ireland. Based in Outlands College, just 15 minutes from Dublin, the camps will give young Irish players the opportunity to learn directly from Arsenal football development coaches. Participants will be immersed in the same philosophy, coaching methods, and training principles that are delivered to players within the Arsenal Academy on a weekly basis. For more info, get to the Arsenal website. If you're in Dublin, just get over there and demand to be enlisted. Boys and girls aged 6 to 17 are invited, 9 till 3. So it's basically a full school/working day. So I said we'd have some bits for the kids over the holidays. You're going to the Arsenal training camp. Get your boots. Yeah, go on. Ta-ra. Your mum will pick you up later. See you then. Elsewhere then, we did a match for young people earlier in the week as part of the AWG, which stands for Violence Against Women and Girls. We hosted a special football tournament at the Arsenal Hub to raise awareness because around times of international tournaments, domestic violence goes up. The fact that the matches were on later and people had all day to drink, I'm sure, accounted for incidents of which we don't know numbers yet, but it always sees a spike. So around 50 to 60 participants took part across 8 teams, including an Arsenal staff team, Islington Council, Jigsaw GC, who's one of the voluntary sector partners, and several regular community groups, including Shape Up, which is the women's beginners football programme, and Freedom from Torture, all went down at the Arsenal during the week. Another photo album to scroll through. Hello. People stood around in the blue kit. That's what a lot of Arsenal staff wear behind the scenes. I was a tour guide. Did I tell you that? Yeah, I was a tour guide for a little while over Christmas, and got to go behind the scenes, got to see all the trophies, got to sit in the director's box in the Diamond Club. It was good fun. It was good fun there. I think that's it for this week. Couple of ins, couple of outs, couple of bits and bobs to keep you busy. There's news on Villa away tickets. If you could be eligible for that, get yourself to the Arsenal website right about now. We caught up with the Arsenal New York Supporters Club. That one is on this feed here. Also Arsenal Netherlands, and we've got a few more in the pipeline on the Arsenal Armchair podcast. If you want to get involved, link us, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next side, Gooners. Cheerio.